in their last 9 games. Allen and Vucevic for the tap. Jared Allen wins it. And here come the Cavs, who fell at home to Charlotte in overtime and did not score in the extra session.
Well, they've kind of run into the same problem the Bulls have.
Here is Mitchell, topside 3. He's one of the leading scorers in the NBA. Giddey the rebound. What is that problem you feel?
Well, they just, coming out lack of focus, feeling that they can just beat anybody on any given day, no matter who it is, especially against the teams that are, under 500.
Well, this last stretch has been poor. That is a poor pass, and Buzelis and Giddey unable to connect. It's a turnover. Bulls coming off a tough loss where they committed 7 turnovers down the stretch against New Orleans on Sunday and shot very poorly. There's Jared Allen. Nice feed from Donovan Mitchell, and a 2-0 start for Cleveland.
Well, they're also missing Eric Mobley, who's a big part of what they do. I mean, he could be easily a defensive player of the year, all-star caliber player. He's out with injury. Another one of those calf type of injuries.
A lot of those. Here is White with a nice floater over Garland. That ties it up at 2. They do not have Evan Mobley for the next few weeks with a calf issue. Larry Nance Jr. for the next few weeks. Sam Merrill is out tonight with a hand injury. Mitchell floats one in. That puts Cleveland back on top. And, of course, Max Strus, Chicago native, has not played a game this year after his foot surgery a couple of months ago. Here's White trying to separate from Garland, and it's going to be an offensive foul. A push off on Kobe White.
Well, this is one of those games, knowing that their back's against the wall, the Cavaliers, you have to really watch Donovan Mitchell, because this is really where he will try to will this team into winning again, and he's capable of putting up big numbers.
Here is the aforementioned Mitchell, who has dominated the Bulls in his career. Step back, left wing, that 3 won't go. Buzelis and White, neither of them come up with it. Dean Wade does. Garland misses the 3, and the Bulls this time clear. Here is White on the deck on the drive, and he gets all 4 for the Bulls to start their night.
He just took advantage of the matchup he had with Dean Wade.
Well, you saw it on Sunday. The Bulls were very 3-point heavy until late stages. Allen, nice catch, excellent finisher for his career, puts Cleveland back on top.
Well, and that was the surprising thing about it, because they hadn't scored over 80 against the Hornets.
In the paint. And so they completely got away from it.
20-plus second chance points.
Jalen Tyson held on to the pivot foot, and that leaves Garland a chance to go up by 5. Cavaliers coming at 15 and 12. There's a reach-in foul as Buzelis dives in on Dean Wade. Our Prevagen memorable moment, we talked about how going back to February of 2024. Giddey draws a foul. That'll be on Jalen Tyson, his first.
And it's pretty much almost a guarantee.
A victory on Friday.
Well, you got to give, New Orleans a lot of credit. I mean, they came out and they punched the Bulls in the mouth. And it was a sloppy game. Both teams, it was like one of those, like a 90s game.
There's Allen inside, pitches it out. Tyson, who's been red hot from 3, buries it.
He's a very good 3-point shooter. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times.
7th in the NBA, 46%. League average is 36. Vucevic slings it to the former Cavalier top 5 pick, Okoro. Nice move past Mitchell.
Well, he went into the post that time on Donovan Mitchell and got him going one way and came back the next.
It is Mitchell floating it in and 1. Draws a Buzelis foul.
Well, recognize that and immediately attacked Modest off the bounce.
Mid-15. Leads the NBA in 3-point makes this year. This is a very high volume 3-point shooting team. Low efficiency for Cleveland, but they rebound very well. Giddey for 3.
That's the Bulls' first 3 tonight.
Their first 3 shots had been taken inside the arc. Kickball.
Well, and one of the things on that last sequence of the Bulls
to start. Here's Allen. Nice bounce baseline, and Wade elevates for the jam.
Oh, that's a back cut right there. Got to keep your eye on the man in the ball. Oh, that's almost a steal by Tyson.
He got his hands in that passing lane. This is a high deflection team as well in Cleveland on defense. Giddey into Jared Allen, the shot blocker.
Yeah, you're not going to get that. You're right there. Should have ran Vooch right inside and posted up Tyson. He had the better matchup.
Okoro against his former teammate Mitchell, who finds Garland with another corner three.
They've made 6 straight here in the first quarter.
It's after an 0 for 3 start. Buzelis on the spin.
And that was a tough basket over Jared Allen.
Yep.
He was a shot blocker. That was a nice move by Modest, finishing over the top.
Mitchell somehow was able to get it off, but too strong off the glass.
Those got numbers. They run.
Yeah, Giddy's looking for somebody. It's White of the trailer for 3.
Bang, bang, bang.
Kenny Atkinson uses.
Shots are not falling. If you're getting second chance points, that's great, but the Bulls weren't getting second chance points.
Cavaliers bring in DeAndre Hunter off the bench. Good hustle by Isaac Okoro to disrupt the play. His teammates over to help him out.
Grimy. Good hustle.
Third straight start for Okoro after missing 8 games of the back issue. He's on Garland. Hunter's off the bench for the first time this year in his 24th game played. Mitchell is on the bench right now. Garland, a very deep 3.
That was really deep.
He has not shot the ball well this year, but it always feels like when the Cavs play the Bulls, some of their struggling shooters step up. Garland only shooting 28% from outside, 10% below his career average.
Ooh,
Giddey hit the deck, yeah. He's back up on his feet. The Bulls end up turning the ball over anyway.
Well, the one thing about Garland is that he's such a dynamic scorer. I mean, right there, he just rocks you to sleep. But you got to remember, he missed training camp. You know, he missed preseason, and he's not in the shape that he probably is going to be in when the season goes down. Good steal.
That was a nice job by Herter. Great fast break by the Bulls. And White, which that seems like an epitome of the last 3 weeks, misses the dunk. Wade, no rebound. Giddey. A toe injury going back to last year's NBA playoffs that hampered Cleveland against Indiana. That kept Garland out for a good chunk of time. This is only his 17th start of the year. 12th start of the year, beg your pardon. Collins, no. Rebound to Garland.
Yeah, so he's not really where he's going to be by the, you know, as the season wears on.
He's coming off his best offensive game. There's another Tyson 3. He can shoot it.
That was a tough shot because Kevin Herter contested that shot.
White with a deep pull-up 3. That's way off. Double-digit lead for the first time for Cleveland, and the Bulls halfway through the quarter have only put up 16. Here comes White. Off the turnover, Giddey, extra feed, Herter. No. And tapped alive by Hunter to Allen. Garland scored 26, a season high in their loss to Charlotte the other night. Tough pass from Wade to Allen inside, and a timeout for Billy Donovan as the Cavaliers have extended their largest lead to a dozen. He gets the hockey assist. Collins with the dime.
Kev showing you some hops. Red velvet.
Very smooth. Here is Hunter, the aforementioned excellent defender. Collins with a hand in there.
They're Bulls in a 2-3 zone that time.
So the double big lineups out there. Smith got it to Herter. Fires. Won't go. Rebound to Tyson. He's been one of their mainstays in the starting lineup this year as a young player, just in his second year out of Cal. He finds Hunter. Lonzo Ball, the former Bull, traded for Okoro. He's in. He's been struggling, and that 3 won't go for Lonzo.
Yeah, he's been struggling from the three-point line.
26% from 3, under 30% from the field. Giddey, meanwhile, has been hot from 3.
Giddey said Giddey up that time. He walked right into a 3.
He's almost at 40% on the year. Bulls are 8 of 14 from the floor. Cavs 11 of 17 to start the night. Garland the pump, the rotation to Ball. Hunter a contested 3 over Giddey.
Yeah, those are, 5 years ago, those might have been terrible shots. These guys are shooting contested jumpers.
And a nice shot by Garland. He slapped it off of a cutting Jones as Herter was trying to find him. It's Cavalier ball. Buzelis